Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zimasa for all those who do not know me. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for joining us on yet another video. And if it is your first time here, you're very much welcomed on this channel. Please do kulul your badge and feel at home because you will enjoy it here. Now, if you have not subscribed, I do kindly ask from the bottom of my heart that you click the subscribe button. Please do not forget to like this video because by doing so, you do invite more people to come on this platform so that they can actually enjoy the content that I am creating. Thank you so much to everyone who have subscribed, liked, have been interacting on my previous videos and has been watching the ads. By doing so, you do help this channel grow financially when you watch the ads. Thank you so much, guys. From the bottom of my heart, I do see that the numbers are growing and I do appreciate it. Now, as we have seen in court that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana is now a Jesus girl. Some inmates in the holding cell don't seem to be happy with this, such that whilst they were actually holding like a prayer session on Sunday, while Nandipha Magudumana was holding a prayer session with other inmates, a sangoma and a mentally disturbed person, according to Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, attacked him. Now, it is said that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana then called her lawyer and called her legal representative. Her legal representative is actually working overtime, shame, and I feel like he is just there to protect Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's reputation more than just being a lawyer. I feel like he's actually working very hard because should anything happen, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana is calling her legal representative and immediately will go to the internet and he will start talking about Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, painting her to be this, good person. As we have seen also with the documentary, remember, they did go to court asking that Showmax does not publish that documentary, which they did on Friday. Now, the court said, actually, no, let Showmax do what they want to do. Now, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's lawyer came out and said, you know what? I don't even want to watch that documentary because it is just fiction. Dr. Nandipha Magudumana will be making her own documentary. And when asked when will she be making her own documentary, he said, we're still working on that. Now, I think all that he's doing is to just try and, paint this picture. It's as if Dr. Nandipha Magudumana is paying him to paint this good image about Dr. Nandipha Magudumana. And we have seen also with this assault that happened in prison that he keeps saying that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana was bruised, but the Department of Correctional Services say that when they checked Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, she was not bruised at all. And they do say that they did ask that she open a case of assault, but she said no, she wants to speak to a legal representative first. So her legal representative said that they will be visiting with Dr. Nandipha Magudumana. So by today, which is Tuesday, the 19th of March, 2024, in the morning, they had not met with their client with regards to this whole situation. Now, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana says that she was assaulted by a sangoma together with a mentally disturbed person. Now, the Department of Correctional Services say it is impossible. There is no mentally disturbed person in that cell where Nandipha Magudumana is, because people who are mentally disturbed, they do have their own section. Now, the Department of Correctional Services has said that is actually not true. There is no way that there is a mentally disturbed person. Now, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana has allegedly shared with her legal representative that at some point she had to take care of someone because she's a doctor, where she even changed, I think she changed somebody's nappies, something like that, but where she was actually taking care of someone who was sick in the holding cells. Who is she not a skin doctor or just because you are a doctor, you can do everything? But anyway, so they say that that's what the situation is there. Like, it's not a good situation. And they do ask that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana be moved to a different cell because she has been receiving these threats from this sangoma and this alleged mentally disturbed person. Now, he did say that he feels like Dr. Nandipha Magudumana is not being entertained or izikhalazo zakhe aziviwa because she is Dr. Nandipha Magudumana. Now he says that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana has rights like any other arrested person, which is true. She has a right, but I do feel like Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, man, I don't know, ingathi unayindawana etefayo, you understand, unayindawana, I don't know, because the Department of Correctional Services, remember Dr. Nandipha Magudumana once came out and said she was assaulted by police on her way to court, which is what her legal representative has raised, that even that was never entertained. Now, the Department of Correctional Services say there was no reason Dr. Nandipha Magudumana could just be assaulted by the police. And, the police also say so that we did not assault her. We did not assault Dr. Nandipha Magudumana. According to me, I think that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana was not really assaulted, but maybe she was told to cooperate. And, I don't know, because she's been raising all these things. I think she just wants to be given like a special cell, or maybe she wants to be out on bail. Unfortunately, that will not happen. She will not be out on bail. Maybe she just wants to have her own cell where she will be doing her own stuff. Now, meanwhile, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's dad has been sending threats to the Showmax production team. Hey, abantu Dr. bakwasekeleni they abafuna uphume ezindabeni, such that even her brother, it is alleged that he was paid 30,000 rands to be on the Showmax documentary that aired on Friday, and there's still another section that will, I don't know why Showmax is doing this to us. Actually, and anyway, I will be doing a review after the 22nd of March 2024, when the full documentary is out. I did watch the documentary, and yes, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's brother, is it Nkosinathi Sekeleni? Oh, child, he is talking about Thabo Bester. I don't see why the Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's attorneys wanted Showmax not to air. Okay, I think I'm saying a lot of things, right? But anyway, we have to say there's a lot about Dr. Nandipha Magudumana. Like, there is a lot, guys. Now, unfortunately, when they went to court, the court said, just let Showmax do whatever that they want to do. Let them release, because there is no harm, And indeed, after watching that documentary, which Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's lawyers say that they will not be watching because that's just fiction. I don't understand why they wanted them to give them a copy, but then he then comes back and says he will not be watching the documentary. Maybe he's angry, I don't know. So I don't see any harm towards Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, in as much as people are judging Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's father, Usekeleni, as to how can he do this to his sister, going as far as, being in a documentary talking about his sister. But anyway, I will do a review on that, and I will actually try and unpack what is being said on that documentary. But I can only do that when the full documentary is out. It is interesting. Maybe you can just check it out. Nothing new much, I think the most interesting thing is Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, and ground up, the story that they're actually sharing is actually interesting on how they went on about these investigations. Also we heard that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's aunt was dismissed at Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's practice by Thabo Bester. Kuningi, guys, kuningi. But anyway, Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's dad and her lawyers are just there trying to protect Dr. Nandipha Magudumana by all means. Let me read to you the email that Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's father sent to the production team, kwa Showmax. So this email was not sent under Dr. Nandipha Magudumana's father's name, but an individual named as Zola Mbongwe. Now, this is what the email says. Why do you make and want to distribute a documentary through Showmax using Dr. Nandipha Magudumana and her co-accused without consulting her and her lawyers? How can you take her story and make it yours? That it is out there, like the story is out there. It's already everyone's story now. Okay, it's not everyone's story, but I'm like, the story is already out there, so there's no way you're only gonna come now and say why do you want to take the story and make it yours? I mean, these people are journalists, He says, why do you do this when she is still in custody awaiting trial? And then he says, who gave you permission to do this? Did you meet any member of her family to do this? Yes, they met with Unkosinati Sekeleni, who is your son. Are you going to publish to South Africa and the world hearsays? It's not hearsay. It's things that have been happening and that we have been seeing as South Africans, that have been reported. Are you hungry for money to an extent that you act like scavengers? At the end, who's a scavenger here? Okay. At the end, you will regret what you are doing. This is South Africa. We are going to deal with you severely, legally. Someone needs to stop Dr. Nandipha Magudumana. Someone needs to tell this man to actually enjoy his pensions and wait for his babe. He still has a wife that he needs to be spending some time with, because life is very short to be going around trying to defend your daughter who's actually damaged her own reputation. You took this girl to school to be a medical doctor, then all of a sudden you are supporting her to be living a life with a convicted murderer and first. So someone needs to tell this man to actually sit down and start minding his own business. But anyway, thank you so much for watching until the end. I'm going to see you on my next video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end.